At 8:30, the GDP growth rate quarter over quarter, second estimate for the second quarter, is expected to be 2.8%, the same as the prior estimate of 2.8%. Also at 8:30, initial jobless claims are expected to be 232,000, matching the prior figure of 232,000. Continued jobless claims are anticipated at 1.87 million, slightly up from the prior 1.863 million. Wholesale inventories month-over-month advanced for July are expected to rise by 0.3%, compared to the prior 0.2%. The GDP price index quarter-over-quarter, second estimate for the second quarter, is expected to remain steady at 2.3%, same as the prior 2.3%. At 10 o'clock, pending home sales change month-over-month for July is expected to be 0.2%, a significant drop from the prior 4.8%. Finally, at 3:30, the Fed's Bostic is scheduled to speak. In pre-market trading we see some movements. Trading higher are Apple, AFRM, and Pinduoduo. On the other hand, trading lower are Nvidia, Supermicro Computer, and Dollar General. For earnings today in the pre-market, we have Best Buy, Dollar General, and American Eagle Outfitters. Post-market, we will hear from DELL, Lululemon, and ULTA. In the news, Nvidia Corp, ticker symbol NVDA, is down 3.7%. The stock is gapping down following its earnings report for fiscal Q2 2025. The company's gross margin dropped by 3.2 points on a quarter-over-quarter basis to reach 75.7%. Gross margin guidance in the mid-70s% range for 2025 was also viewed as weaker than the estimate of 76.4%. Quarterly sales were reported at $30.04 billion, above analyst estimates of $28.684 billion, representing a 122% year-over-year increase. Adjusted earnings of $0.68 per share exceeded expectations of $0.64. Nvidia guided Q3 revenue of $32.5 billion, plus or minus 2%, and announced a $50 billion buyback program. Apple Inc., ticker symbol AAPL, is up 1.44%. The stock is trading higher pre-market after Citigroup named it their top AI pick for 2025. Analysts attributed this designation, which ranks the company above names like Nvidia and Arista Networks, to excitement over the company's Apple Intelligence integration in its upcoming iPhone 16 and iPhone 17. This news comes ahead of Apple's It's Glow Time event on September 9th. CrowdStrike Holdings Inc., ticker symbol CRWD, is down 2.21%. The company provided weaker-than-expected revenue and EPS guidance for Q3 and fiscal 2025 as it continues to recover from the aftermath of its global outage on July 19. Adjusted earnings of $1.04 for fiscal Q2 beat estimates of $0.97, and sales of $963.9 million beat estimates of $957.582 million. CrowdStrike's annual recurring revenue reached $3.86 billion, marking a 32% year-over-year increase. CEO and co-founder George Kurtz noted that the company is becoming even more customer-obsessed following the outage. Tesla Inc., TSLA, is up 0.80%. Reuters reported that the company approached the Canadian government before the announcement of a 100% duty on Chinese-made electric vehicles, requesting a lower tariff similar to what it receives in the European Union. However, Tesla has not maintained contact with Ottawa since Monday, according to a Canadian government source speaking on condition of anonymity. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced the tariff on Monday morning. Chinese ADRs are up 2.97%, trading higher as a group after U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan raised concerns about China's emphasis on economic security during meetings with Chinese President Xi Jinping and officials. Xi is set to speak to U.S. President Joe Biden over the phone in the coming weeks, according to a statement from the White House. Companies like Baba, Baidu, Geely, JD, PDD, LI, XPEV, and NEO are part of this group. AFRM Holdings Inc., AFRM, is up 21.39%, gapping up after its earnings report. The company reported a loss of 14 cents for fiscal Q4, which is narrower than the expected 51-cent loss, and sales of $659 million exceeded expectations of $603.66 million. AFRM guided revenue between $640 million and $670 million for fiscal Q1 2025, well above estimates of $603.661 million. Salesforce Inc., ticker symbol CRM, is up nearly 5%. trading higher pre-market after its earnings report for fiscal second quarter of 2025. Sales were reported at $9.33 billion, which was above estimates of $9.23 billion. Adjusted earnings came in at $2.56 per share, beating estimates of $2.36. The company has guided third quarter revenue to be between $9.31 and $9.36 billion, and projected adjusted earnings to be between $2.42 to $2.44 per share, both of which exceeded expectations. Additionally, Salesforce announced that CFO and President Amy Weaver will be resigning once her replacement is appointed. Dell Technologies Inc., trading under the symbol DELL, is down about 5%. Trading sharply lower with volume after receiving a price target decrease from Morgan Stanley. The analyst who added the stock to its top pick list in mid-June 2024 has lowered its price target for Dell from $142 to $136. This adjustment is due to a suspected downward revision for the company's server build forecast in 2024 and fiscal 2025. Dell is scheduled to report earnings after the bell on Thursday, August 29th. Dollar General Corporation, ticker symbol DG, is down a significant 23.5%, gapping down after its second quarter earnings report. The company reported GAAP earnings of $1.70 per share and sales of $10.21 billion, both missing estimates of $1.78 and $10.368 billion respectively. Quarterly sales rose by just 0.5%. Furthermore, Dollar General has lowered its revenue and EPS projections for fiscal 2024. The company now sees adjusted earnings between $5.50 and $6.20 per share, compared to the estimated $7.13. Revenue is now projected to be between $40.51 billion and $40.74 billion, compared to analyst estimates of $41.02 billion. Best Buy Company Inc., trading under the symbol BBY, is up over 7%, trading higher pre-market following its earnings report for fiscal second quarter of 2025. The company reported adjusted earnings of $1.34 per share and enterprise revenue of $9.288 billion, both exceeding expectations of $1.16 and $9.244 billion respectively. Best Buy also raised its guidance for non-GAAP diluted earnings per share for fiscal 2025, with the new range of $6.10 to $6.35, surpassing estimates of $6.08.